All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts. Boy, that's a quick transition sometimes, isn't it? From the daily paycheck to down here, it's like it takes a lot. I got to make coffee. I got to usually feed the dog at about 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's a whole transition that has to happen. It came up again today. Our situation, right? A couple of things to talk about, I think, and I want to switch to the paycheck screen and talk through it with you here as we buy into the show here. The Dolly Latterson switch so far this week, I'm not loving this strategy. I love the Latterson by itself. The Latterson switch so far isn't working all that well. And I think there's a couple of issues that we encountered here. Monday we tried it, and I put this rule in place where it said, well, once you have a don't come point get picked, don't go back, let the box numbers do the thing, right? It's going to be a complete switch from the two don'ts to a full right side play. That didn't work out at all because what happens is, of course, you pick your don'ts up, then the 7 comes and you lose everything. There's no recovery built in. Since then, I've been running the Latterson switch with a little across bet, not high. I did kind of a regression. You don't make enough money in the regression at this level. So then I went to the full across bet, let the half presses go, which again, what's happening, I think today, that probably cost us, I don't know, in the neighborhood of $300 to $400, maybe more than that, on the across bets losing before they paid for themselves. So that's kind of a too much of a bleed, I think, right? That the cross bets bled too much out. And today we just had a bad roll. I picked off my no 6 and reset it. We buckshotted that 6 like 3 times in the same shooter. One shooter cost us $2,500 on the don'ts. Also, we didn't ladder up our don'ts. We laddered up to a point, but we stopped the ladder at $500, which limits the comeback potential. So I think I made some questionable decisions this week with the strategy. I don't like. This is definitely coming off the list as a potential play. The Latterson by itself, fine. The Latterson with all the other shit built into it is too much. I could see making a switch and saying, well, I'm going to get burned one time, switch to right side play as a thing. Maybe. But honestly, I feel like this one it doesn't have the strength. And I find myself in the morning, I woke up 3 days in a row, or actually after Monday. I woke up yesterday and today and going, you know what? I just don't like this one. And so I'm out there rolling it. I don't love it. I'm going to finish the roll later on today, but I'm not, this one's getting crossed off. I think the pure Latterson's the way to go. This just keeps proving to me over and over again that hedging or hybrid play, to me, although it can make some sense in certain situations, most of the time, this is what happens. You end up going here, you never get anywhere with it. Like those don't wins, we probably have another $500 on the don't as winners if we're just clean betting, right? Those right side bets never made us a dime. So that's where I'm at with the Latterson, which is okay. It's all good. Next week, I'm going to run the Vitamix. I was talking to Corey, Sith Lord SB, about running his strategy maybe next week. His strategy is a lot like this one. It's better than this one, but I want to do something different. And I want to try the Vitamix 5 days in a row and see if it's actually worth it. What I'm doing, by the way, behind the scenes, which you don't know, is behind the scenes, I'm actually filming a bunch of videos. Like I put out the video yesterday for the Dallas Drawdown. Previously, we put the videos out for the Red Cross. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of rolling them out up here on paychecks and going, oh, that actually worked pretty well for 5 days. And if the strategy works well enough to survive the paycheck series and maybe become a strategy that we play longer term in the paycheck, then I'll release the how to play it video. So I'm not going to put out a bunch of videos of things that might work or cool ideas or whatever. So I'm going to wait until we prove it. Then I'll put a video out that says, yeah, this is one that I would actually play if I were you. So I'm going to I filmed the Vitamix video. It's up there and ready to be released, but I'm going to wait till I roll it out for 5 days first, see that it's worth it over 5 days, and then I'll release the how to play video. That's sort of how I'm doing it. So I hope that makes some sense to you. Trying to figure out like how to use the Pro Craps channel the best. What's hard to figure out for me as a YouTuber here is how do I use the we have 2 channels, and how do you use them best? And I find myself putting all my time and energy here on CGTV, a lot less time on the original Pro Craps channel. So I've got to kind of find that balance, and that's where I'm fighting right now a little bit. Is like these 2 shows, Daily Paycheck and Coffee and Crafts, feel like they want to be reversed to have more time. and the Pro Craps channel needs to have a new identity. So there you go. Let's see. What else should we talk about today? We should talk about, I think, the come out roll. Nothing new here. I'm just gonna breeze through some of this stuff because I want to get to rolling dice on this table back here. So once again, the changes we're talking about: daily paycheck, no Crapsy. It's been a couple days now of not me talking about Crapsy. I'm using Crapsy to make the rolls, but I'm not actually like playing along with you like we normally would. I think it's better. I think the commentary is better. I think the rolls are coming faster. I'm getting more rolls in. I'm liking that a lot. Considering flipping the shows like we talked about, we'll see. Maybe next week I'll try it for a week and see, but I don't know. Last thing is the skill and luck update. I haven't talked to him yet this week, but I know he's waiting to hear back from the LNI people and from the FMLA people about his situation. So again, if you want to help him out, let me know. Just drop me an email, john@procraps.net, or you could at me on Discord at John Cocos. So that's it. I'll put you in touch with Skill directly, and that way you guys can, if you want to help him out, that would be pretty cool thing. Pretty good way to show that we respect what he's done for us and kind of help him through the situation that he's in. So that's that. Now, let's get in, right? Puck is on here. Let's really talk about this. I want to play, how do I want to say this? I want to make sure, I know I'm repeating myself every day with these things, but I think this is the most important stuff. If I was going to write a book on craps, and I may, these are the things I would make the most important chapters of the book, right? Not a strategy. There's a billion strategies and they all suck, right? What I would write the book about is this, about really playing the game with an intent and not just rolling up there, emptying your pockets out and praying for a miracle, right? And I think some people can do that. They have the money to do it. Most of us don't. And I want to really, again, lock you in, knowing your goals. Why are you playing this game of craps? Do you looking for consistent wins like I am, a little bit every day? You looking for a big home run, disposable income, or chip porn, right, to impress your friends? You're looking for comps, right? There's all sorts of ways to play the game to achieve those goals. You just got to know what your goals are, right? Every person's got their own set of goals. You got to know what they are. And I think your goal speaks to who you are as a player, right? Today, we're talking about mathletes and playing a math-based game. Yesterday, we talked about math in terms of probabilities and how things work. Short gamer might be a way to do it. Today, I'm going to work the line a little bit and use the math of the game, right, to be a more consistent winner and maybe get a couple of home runs here and there. But your personality type, whether you're conservative, aggressive, if you want to outthink the game, if you want to just let the math do the thing, embrace random and play the math game. A lot of guys do that. If that's your mindset, then cool, right? Embrace that and just make sure that your bankroll fits it. That's the other thing, right? Your bankroll's got to be in tune with all those things. So the combination of your goal, the kind of player you are or want to be, and your bankroll have to dictate where you play, what your buy-in is, and what your levels are. So an aggressive player with no money has to play bubble craps. Yeah. A conservative player who's a math guy can play 25-hour table with $500 and be just fine. Play the line, single odds. You can sit there all day long. And like today, we're going to play a little bit of aggressive line play, 25-hour table with 25-hour single bets. You can do that all day long and make okay money with it. That's an important thing. Your bankroll has to dictate where you play, who you are determines what you play, and your goals determine how long you play. I think all those three combined become that's the complete package. And that's, like I said, that's the subject of my upcoming book, most likely. Skill and Luck is here. Good morning, dude. Yeah, you and I are gonna write a book called The Crap Snowflake, right? I joke with the snowflake thing, but that's a way to play, right? Snowflaking is a way to play. It's a conservative thinking way to play. I'm going to do this thing. We're going to get free and we're going to play with no risk. That's a snowflake. I love it. But again, it's your mindset. Today, we're going to work math. Yesterday, we talked about the hardcore math. How do you calculate your odds and probabilities, right? We know, for example, the 4 versus the 7, you're a 2-to-1 dog, right? But in reality, you're a 33% chance to beat the 7. And that's the reality of it, right? You're a 2-to-1 underdog, right? Which means if you put 3 marbles in a bag and 6 marbles in a bag, there'd be 9 marbles in the bag, right? 3 of those marbles are good, 6 of those marbles are bad, which means you're a 33% chance to beat the 7, even though you're a 2-to-1 dog. Remember that math, right? It's not quite 2-to-1. It's different than that as far as the probabilities of beating a number. So you got to know those things going in. Tune your bets in line with that. Okay. So with all that said, I want to go to the table. I want to go and I'm tired of talking. Let's roll some dice. I'm going to switch to the KPI view here, and let's actually go and play some aggressive line stuff. I'm actually going to go to the bigger, not that view. We'll go to this view here, and let's just play it out. Let's just do some line play, and I want to really get into 2 ways of doing it. And there's again, you can play the line all the ways, but let's look at 2 of them. And one is going to be, we'll do the pass line kind of first, okay? Let's get we need that we can use that. There's $2,000 in here, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take a quarter or 100 and get some change with it, okay? And what we're going to do is a simple pass line. I'll put this over here. We're not going to use the horns. I'll put that money right there so you all can see it nice and clean. And what we'll do is we'll do a simple pass line and single odds, whatever single odds looks like for the bet. Okay, that's nice and simple. Maybe double odds, but for now, single odds is enough to reduce the house edge down, right? The house edge on this bet here is like 1.4 anyway. You start throwing some odds back there, it goes down to like 0.8, right? And the more odds you do, the better off the house edge is. But let's just play a simple edge game, okay? And that's it. If we win the bet, let's say the point is 8, okay? And we're gonna win, we'll win like this. So you win $25 on your flat bet, $30 behind, okay? What do you do with that? Well, what I'd probably do here is take all this back, make my next line bet $35, right? Let's say we set a point in 9. Well, single odds to that, I'd put 35, I'd put enough money out here. I'd probably go $40 in odds, right? And again, as these bets go up, you have the ability to put more odds in play. So every time you win, right, 40 wins. Let's pretend the 9 wins. Let's have a good run. You win $35 here on the flat bet, right? 40 is going to win 60 on the backside, right? And there's your win. Well, what does your next bet look like? Your next bet probably looks like $50, right? And you're going to keep on bumping the base bet up. On the pass line side, you're going to bump your base bet up so that, here's all your winnings from that last shooter, so that your next odds bet can be a little bit higher. Maybe it's $60 in odds and you're still bringing profit back, right? But you're going to increase the power of the bets every single time. You win 50 here, next time you go to 75. You're going to keep on rocking the base bet up because the base bet lets you carry more odds, right? On the pass line side, it's all about the odds because that's your free bet. That's your free money. As an aggressive line player, and you can do it just on the pass line, just one bet. Let that thing rock all by itself. You can just play it that way, or you can do that same pattern with a 1 or a 2 point extra come bet, make it a 2 or 3 point molly. That's a nice way to kind of play that out. Now, on the don't side, we'll talk a little bit later in detail, but there's so many ways to play the don't. And the don't, to me, is the opposite of the pass line. Here, I want to have lower base bets, bigger odds as you grow. Here, I want the flats to be bigger because I think the probabilities help us in here a little bit better. So let's do it. Let's play a little bit of pass line play. We'll do a little bit of I'm going to do a little 2 point molly. We get a pass line and 1 come bet. And that's it. And we're going to molly them up. We're going to ladder them up as we go. Try and get 1x odds on each of them. And if they happen to win, we'll start bumping the base bets up, getting more odds play. We'll do a few shooters of that, and let's just see how it works out. So I've got 2,000 there. I'm missing a nickel. And there, so there's 5, 1,000, 1,500, 1,900, and there's 100 for it, make 1,000. Let's go to the pass line. And remember, right here on the pass line, I'll put it over here so you can see the bet better. This bet right now is that 2-to-1 favorite, right? There's 8 ways to win this bet. There's 4 ways to lose that bet, right? You're a 2-to-1 favorite right now, or I'm sorry, 8 versus 6. You're a 2-to-1 favorite right here, and you're getting paid even money. That's the best single execution bet in the whole casino. And it's a 1-roll opportunity, right? 2-to-1 to win it, right? 8 ways to win that bet. Think of roulette. Is there any roulette bet that you can get paid 2-to-1 on 1 roll where you're a favorite? There's no favorite bets in roulette anyway, but that's amazing. That's a great bet, right? That's the power of that flat bet right now. And when it's in the come is insane, right? But it goes down right now. Here's the 4-2-6, right? That point's going to be a 6. Now the power of that bet kind of goes away. Now this bet sucks. Now you're getting paid even money when you're an underdog. So you all of a sudden it flips on you. So you have to put odds out here. We'll do single odds, okay? We'll do single odds just to keep it nice and clean. Clean and simple, single odds. And again, we're gonna, maybe later, we'll do a little more than that. There's a come bet coming through. I'm gonna need some more greens, by the way. I'm just gonna get changed now. Okay, here we go. What's gonna happen on this? And remember, know your risk. 7, this wins, those lose. So you're gonna be upside down 1 unit if a 7 comes. If an 11 comes, boom. Gotta love it, right? And the 11 comes, I'm probably gonna bump that right up. I might use that 11 bet as the odds. We'll see. Here we go. Know what's coming. There's an 8. We are set up. We are set up great. That couldn't have worked out any better. Let's drop a quarter out here as odds on the 8. Tell your dealer, odds on my 8, please. And now you have single odds on the 8, single odds on the 6. Right? Both these bets have a house edge right now of less than 1% because of the odds. That's a beautiful thing, right? That's a beautiful thing. Now, unlike the place better who got paid on the 8, as it got set, you're a little behind on that, right? However, your bet's higher. So when you get the win, you're going to win as much as that person will win on their second shot after the press. So think of it that way. There's a 6, 5-1-6. This is beautiful. Right? Puck will be off. Again, we're going to get paid down here. 1-to-1 on the flat bet, 6-to-5 on the odds bet, $30 behind. So our next bet, we'll take all this back. We're going to go to $35. I'm going to take half of that. We're going to basically half press the line until we get to more even numbers. $35 on the line, which means I have more juice in my rack now, right? More juice to what do you call it? To get odds with. Now, let's look at the come out play. I always tell you should work the come out. You should work the odds on the come out. Here's what can happen. If the 7 rolls right now, you're going to win $35 down here, and you would lose 50. So you'd be down $15 are at risk for the 7. But if you happen to pop an 8 with the odds on it, you're going to win again that same money. You're going to come out of this thing with big money. I would rather let the odds work, and I'm okay with this eating up potential there, okay? I'm gonna work my odds. I will always work my odds. I've done the win craps on this. Those odds are working for me on the come bets, always. There's an 8. So boy, talk about having a rollout that makes your point for you. So the point's gonna be 8, and that's gonna come down. We're gonna get paid on both of those bets. So we're gonna get paid 25 flat, 30 on the odds, and just like the pass line, here's what's gonna happen. Watch this. Watch how this happens. We're gonna take, I'm gonna get nickels. Actually, I have nickels in the rack. No, I'm gonna show it to you with nickels here. There's our wins. I'm gonna take $35 as odds on the point. Okay, we're gonna pay for our own odds there, right? That flat bet of $25 won, so it comes back to the come as the $35 bet. That's our next level. We're bringing back $35. When this gets set, this becomes the odds on that next bet, and we're gonna start repeating the cycle. So we've got a little bit of profit right here, right now. We're gonna use all that. Look at that, all this, and this is gonna all be paid for by those 2 wins. Isn't that cool? Here we go. 7, all right. We will lose our odds back there. That kind of sucks. But this bet here, which loses, ends up paying in the come. So you're basically down your odds on the 7. Not the worst outcome. Okay, let's look at our bankroll really quick. Okay, remember, 500, 1,000, 1,500, and 3. $1,800. We started with $2,000. Where are we? We got beat on a 7. There is 100. There is our starting bankroll. So we are up right now, 25, 50, 75 bucks. You're up 75 bucks. If you're looking to win the 10% or the 20%, we're on our way. Okay, let's go. Start back over at base. We're gonna increase the flats as they deserve to be. Here we go. Coming out. There's a 5. We'll do another couple rounds of this. I want to see if I can get these bets up a little higher to really see the impact of that when it comes out. Let's go. Coming for 25. Odds for 30. Again, 1x odds back here. There's an 8. 6 to 8. It's going to roll up into the 8. We're going to drop odds on the 8, please. Now we got it. We got 2 great bets. Loving the 5, loving the 8. Let's make it happen. There's a hard 10. Hard 10. Hard 10. Now the come better, and this guy here, this player here is never going to enjoy the roll. Like, they're not going to enjoy, you know, the tactics of pressing and collecting and doing all the things that craps players love to do. This guy here, like a don't player, the dice decided where his bets go. He's got 2 great house edge bets, right? If probability holds, he's going to make decent money in here, right? He's just playing the math game, letting the roll come to him versus trying to force it. Now in a monster roll, you've only got 2 targets here, but that's okay. Over time, the less than 1% edge on those bets keeps this person kind of in the game. There's another 4. The 4 repeated. Look at that. The 4 repeated. There's the 7. So both bets go down, which is unfortunate. So we stay at our base. We lost 105 on that shooter. Next shooter up. Again, we're going to stay at base until we have kind of a run here. There's an 8. Good. Good. We like the 8. We like the 8. We're going to go single odds. We're going to go with 1 unit in the come. There's a 5. So just like last time, we had the 6 and the 5 last time. We had the 8 and the 5 this time. Let's go 30 bucks in odds. And why? On the 5 and 9, odds got to be even because they pay 3 to 2. So 30 is 2 15s. So this will pay 45 bucks on the odds. So it's 3 to 2. Odds are always even on the 5 and 9. Everything else is pretty straightforward. There's a 4-1-5. Booyah. So we're going to get paid 25 on the flat bet. The odds bet is going to pay 45 bucks. Boom. Okay. We're going to come back out with $35. All this comes back to the rack, right? There are home runs. There are home runs to be made on the right side with come betting. Those bets are nice. And when this thing comes up and let's say it wins again, we'll be in good shape. 4-2-6. Let's go. Goes to the 6 for 35 bucks. Again, we're just going to take 35 bucks, right? 1x odds. Dropping off. What does that pay, by the way? 6 to 5, right? 6 to 5. There are 7 5s. $35 to 7 5s. That pays 42 bucks. Here we go. Here we go. And if you're doing the color thing, right? Every green gets a red. Every red gets a white. And that's how we figure it out. Here we go. Come on, shooter. Stay hot. Where's those garage 6s? I want to see the garage 6s. I threw like 11 teen 6s this morning and made all sorts of money. 516. Hell yeah. That comeback has repeated. Look at us go, baby. Check this out. This is fan-freaking-tastic, right? We're going to pay $35 flat. The odds, again, are going to pay 42 bucks, okay? And I'll show you, again, how that works. There's your odds bet, 25, 35, right? You get, every green gets a red on the odds. Every red gets a white. 42 bucks in payment. Now watch what happens here. We're going to go ahead and take the come bet to 50 bucks now. We're going to go from 35 to 50. Potentially 50 bucks will become our next odds bet. All this here rolls back in as profit. So this 50 bucks I'm holding aside, that will become our next odds. See how this kind of rolls up? If we get some repeaters in here, this odds play becomes way more valuable. And it actually bumps itself up pretty quick if we can get it. Now we got a 7, which kind of sucks, but check this out, right? We had the 50 bucks on the pass line with the odds. We have 50 bucks in the come. The come bet 7 pays 50 bucks. That ends up being an even Steven deal. Where's our bankroll now? Starting bankroll's here. If I put the lammers in between them, again, you got to be a rack maniac like me. There's your starting bankroll. There's the 2K. And again, here's our profit. If I put the whites out of the way, they don't matter so much. These reds, 1, 2, 3, 75, 115 bucks. Even getting whacked a couple times, we're at 115. I'm going to put the reds in the front of the rack and the greens over here. One more shooter. Let's see if we can get 3 repeaters. Let's try it. And then I'll go to the dark side. Then we'll talk dark side play, which is my happy place. 5, 1, 6. 5, 1, 6. And we can get really aggressive here on the don't, which I think is hella fun to do. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to use my reds, my profit reds. Work the whole thing out of the profit stack. Let's not touch our base bankroll. There's 25 into the come. If it goes south on us, it goes south on us. So what? Now here's a good one. It goes to the 4. We're going to, again, single odds on the 4, 25 bucks. We're still playing all profit. All snowflake bets, Skill. These are all snowflake bets. And there we are. We're locked in. We have $17 locked in profit. We got a bunch of money out here. Let's make these things repeat and make some cash. 3, 2, 5. I'd love to see a little right side run here. Aces. Boring. 7 out. Ah, man, we didn't get it. That's all right. You get the point. You get the point here. What we're trying to do. Take the wins, get a little bit higher on your next come bet, let the things grow. We can actually play it out if you wanted to see it. Maybe a different show we can do that, but 25 to 35 to 50 to 75 is how I would roll that. So let's actually do it. I want you to see what it looks like because I think I could sit here for 3 hours and not get the roll I want. Let's do it. Let's do some pretend, okay? I'll use we'll use the past lines example. Let's say we get 25 bucks and 25 bucks. I'll put the wins in the front of the rack here, okay? 25 and 25, point is gonna be 8. We know it. It's gonna pay 25 flat, 30 odds, okay? Next bet is gonna be, let's get nickels for a quarter. Next bet would be 35 bucks. Here's our profit. Let's say the point is 9 this time. We'll go out there with 40 in odds. The 9 comes, you're gonna get paid 35 bucks flat. You're gonna get paid for 40, you're gonna get paid 60 in the back. Your next bet will be 50 on the pass line. This is the kind of a color up Molly like Victor always talks about, right? 50 bucks in the pass line. Let's say we go to the 5 this time. Okay, that's great. You're gonna go with 60 bucks in odds. The 5 wins now. You win 50. 60 is gonna pay 90. That's great on the backside there, right? Boom. Let's say the next point is going to be a 10. We'll fudge it up. But my next bet would be 75 bucks on the don't. Now or 75 bucks in the pass line. All this comes back. Look at the profit building up here. Look at the pass line bet or profit building as we go. Okay, 75 bucks. The puck is going to be on the 10. We're going to go with, again, single odds, $75. If you get the win here, it's 75 flat and it's 150 on the odds. And your next bet is 100. Now you're at black level, and look at all what came back on that hit. 275 comes back. And if you can get a shooter that hits 3 points, like we just saw, right? The 8, the 5, and the 10, well, guess what? You're at a black level down here, and you got all this profit in here. That's the idea of coloring up your place bets, or your pass line bets, or your come bets in series. If both of these bets were doing the same thing, you don't got to sit here with a flat bet and odds all day long and make nothing. You can juice up the flat, use the previous wins, flats, and odds to get the next bet. And look at what you're bringing back. Progressively, this guy made 3 points. I think I made 3 points there. Maybe 4, right? 1, 2, 300, 400, 500, and 565, right? But it's making a few points. If he hits 2 or 3 repeaters up in here and a pass line bet, that's one shooter you can make that much money. Come betting or place betting or pass line betting. I don't think people realize the power of those bets, that the home run potential's there. You don't have to be pressing up in here. You can press your flats to make more money on the right side. Now, the dark side, right? Again, mathematic play. The dark side player, to me, there's 2 ways to look at this, right? Here's the problem with the dark side. You got a quarter bet here on the don't pass, and you are at major risk, right? Here, there's 8 ways to lose this bet, only 3 ways to win on that bet. You're in a nightmare scenario here, right? Most people on the pass line don't give a shit about the craps numbers. There's only a few of them. It's not like there's a lot of chance to lose that bet until it gets high. Here, the 7 and 11 destroy you, right? Again, there's points in time where you might want to bet a yo, where you might want to hop the reds to get that bet out. When that bet is up here at like $300, I might be hopping some reds or doing a back wall lay to save that bet. But regardless, here's how we're going to attack the dark side. You attack the dark side, to me, one of 2 ways. One is going to be a smallish flat bet. Maybe your flat bet is even $10, right? Let's get a point of 8 and max the odds out. You can go 6 times your bet, right? Put $60 on it. Small flat to avoid the come out disaster, massive odds. Massive odds to attack the number when it comes out. That's an aggressive dark side play. And what you might do, let's just play it out. Let's say the 8 is the point, we roll a 7, you get paid 1-to-1 flat, and you're gonna get paid 5 to 6 here. So 60 pays 50, bet more to win less. But your next bet, I would double the flat up, right? Take your flat bet, hammer it. You're bringing all this back to the rack. The next point becomes a 9. 6 times 20, right? What is 6? It's $80, 75, $80. Your previous win paid for a higher flat, more odds, and you still brought back $30, right? That's a way to hammer the dark side if you want to be a small bet here, big odds player, okay? I like to do betting progressions on the don't side. So as an example, I'll show you a couple of them. Really cool way to do it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Let's just pretend that this bet wins 4 times in a row. Whether it's points, 7ing out, or it doesn't matter. Let's say you get 4 in a row. Let's simulate 4 wins in a row, okay? The first win, 1-to-1. Stack it up. So you're 1, 2, 2 bets, wins 2. You go to 3. That's your second win. On your third win, there's your profit, by the way. Your third win, wins 3, you go to 4, you're bringing 3 bets back. On the 4th win, you win 4 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it all comes home. You started out with 1, and you took away 10. 4 in a row. If you're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, just stack the first win, right? Play it out like that. That's a killer way to attack the dark side. I love streak betting the dark side. Another way to do it is to start out with 2, a little regression up and pull, right? This is one of Ken's things. I love this from John Patrick too, right? A 2-unit bet on win number 1 wins 2 units. Regress it, take $3 back. On the second win, it wins a unit, we stack it. On the third win, wins 2 units, up and pull. On the 4th win, you win 3 units. Your total take, minus your starting bet, of course, is 9 units. Regression up and pull, 9 units. Your first win, though, you stacked up a quarter, right? The nice thing about regression up and pull is when you start out with 2, your first win, you regress down. You start out with a win, and you're locking profit on roll 1. That's a cool way to do it, right? There's the 1, 3, 2, 4, which is awesome. Check this out. There's a 1. Win number 1. Wins a unit, add a unit from your rack. Be aggressive and add a unit. Go 1, 3. Okay, on the second win, 3 pays 3. Go down to 2. Now you got $100 in your rack. Okay, on the third win, 1, 3. There's your 2-unit win. You stack it up, you'd be really aggressive on that last one. And the fourth win pays 4. Bring it all back home. What's your net? 13 units. 10, 13 units, right? Or no, sorry, there's, did I do that wrong? 5, 10, 11 units. 11 units, plus your start. Dope, right? Streak betting the don't is where it's at for me. And that's why I focus so much of my energy on the don't, on the flats. The odds are great. If you get a great point like a 10, sure, drop odds on that thing. If you get an okay point like the 9, single odds might be your best bet. 6 and 8, lay off the odds. Darksider will tell you that that's the best play, and it is, for sure. But I think hammering the don't on the line, on these bets in here, that's where you're going to make your money, because after the puck is set, huge advantage, right? You're a 60%, or sorry, 66% chance here to win, 60 here and 54 there, right? You're always the favorite once the puck is set. Let's play. Let's do it. We have our same bankroll here, okay? $2,000, resetting the bankroll. Let's come out. I'm not going to hedge nothing, okay? 415. I'm going to just do a streak bet, okay? Let's do the 1, 3, 2, 4 first. Simple 1, 3, 2, 4, and see if we can't make a little tiny streak happen. We'll go as quick as we can with the dice. There's the 7, okay? So there's a 7. We win a unit. We're going to pump a unit out of our rack, and we're going to go to 3. 1, 2, 3 units now. 1, 3. This is the aggressive move here, right? Puck is off. The 7 crushes you here. Darksider is going, John, stop, right? If you can catch the streak, that's all you're looking for, is catch the streak, right? Catch the don't side is so streaky. Come out 7 or 11 sucks right now, but I'm taking the aggressive chance at it. There's a freaking midnight, which, you know, whatever, non-roll. There's a 4. Look at that. We go to the 4. Nice 3-unit bet out there. That's the best bet in the casino right now, right? We're getting paid even money, and we're a 2-to-1 favorite. That's ridiculous, and it's for more than one roll. Just got to stay off the damn 4. There's the 7. Cool. So our 3-unit bet wins. Now we regress down to 2, right? And we're locked. We put out initially 2 units was our initial risk. 1 unit to start with. We added a unit. We're locked in for 2 units in profit. Okay, puck is off. We got a 9, 5, 4, 9. There's a 10. Yeah, we're not going to take anything back until the next win. Let's get a 7. Give me a 7 here. Let's just show this thing off, right? 4, 3, 7. There it is, right? So now the 2 bet wins. Boom. Stack it. 1, 3, 2. Now we're on the 4-unit bet. This is the 1. This is the money. This is the money shot right here. We got to get out of this hand. There's an 8. There's an 8. Regardless, we've made 2 units, right? We're already locked. This is the home run, and there it is, 6, 1, 7. I couldn't have planned that any better. 4 units coming back, and again, here it is. There's our money. We started out with 1 out of our rack. We added 1 from our rack. So we're going to call the $50 starting bankroll. And there's 4, 8, 10 units in profit. Just like that. Dark side is so freaking streaky. Where was that roll, by the way, in the garage this morning? That roll right there would have made me my paycheck in 6 seconds, right? The don't pass is super, super streaky. And I think beating the crap out of that line bet is where the money's made, okay? I'll show you another one. One of my other favorite ways to play the don't is the parlay press. Now, I'm for sure not gonna have the same awesome rolls, so let me show you what I expect to happen, and then we'll roll the dice, okay? The parlay press works like this. 1 unit. You win a unit on the first, and we had 4 wins there. We had 4 wins, 1, 2, 3, 4 wins, okay? The first win is a 1 unit. Stack it. Parlay the win, okay? That wins, that's hit number 2. We stay at new level, new base level. There's our profit. We're locked. We're locked in with a 1 unit profit no matter what. We never have more than 1 unit at risk, right? On win 3, it wins 2 units, and we stack it. On win 4, it wins 4 units. Your next level would be level 3. You keep bumping the base up a level. Our lock on this is 7 units, but really we have 9 units. On the same four rolls, you had 9 units in profit. Your initial bet was 1, but now you're out here with a 3-unit bet. Okay, let's pretend we played that on those earlier rolls, and where we would be is here. We hit that 4-roll streak, like the other 2 players did, and now we have a 3-unit bet. This is where the parlay press will start to motorize, right? Let's move it on from there as though we had done it. There's the 617, so we're come out 7, it goes bye-bye. Fine, it's fine. We have locked. Let's roll it again. I'm gonna start a new series. New series, new bets. We'll do a little parlay press action if we can get it. 4. Love the parlay. Parlay press, by the way, of all the strategies that I play on the dark side, this is the one that most, this one and James Newberry's single unit ladder are the 2 that profit the most. That plus Darksiders progressive odds. All right, so we stack it. First win is a stack. Let's catch a little dark streak. Little dark streak. Can we get it? 3, 3, 6. And remember, we're stacked to 2, but only 1 ever came out of my rack. I'm only ever going to be at 1 unit of risk here. There's a 6. We lose it. Sucky McSuckerson. Let's go. We'll run it again. Let's catch a little streak. Catch a little dark side streak. Oh no. Oh no, we're getting beat. Notice I'm not laddering. I'm only ever going to have 1 unit be upside down with me. Okay. I'm going to wait it. I'm going to wait it out. This is a patience, right? Small flat, catch a bad run. Let's see what happens kind of a strategy. There's 11. There's a hard 10. I'm not doing a molly. I'm not doing multiple bets. I'm going to just rock the 1 bet for right now. This betting system right here, there's a 7. This little betting system here, this parlay press, when you work it with the DC and you DC the parlay press the DCs separate from this, it's a good one. Okay. Parlay it up. 1, 2, 3. That's great. That was a 1. That pays the 2 units, right? That's a pull. Our next bet, our next level, we've hit our parlay, our next level's 2. Ah, frick, we give it back. It was a yo, it was a yo, we give it back. Now we're in a little chop. Regress back to base. Again, you only ever lose 1. In that case, we happen to win an extra 1, so we're good. Oh boy, look at the 7s coming now. That was another 7, by the way. I rolled it. Wherever the 3 is there, I rolled it. Boy, oh boy, talk about the dark side getting destroyed. But if you're on the pass line, you're making bank right now, right? 6, 4, 2, 6. Let's be aggressive. Let's make a win. Let's make it happen. There's a 9. There's the 7. Oh, thank you. We're going to stack that one up. We're coming out. Yeah, she ate. Here we go. My lovely wife has brought me coffee, which is great. There's a 2, 1, 3. So again, that's going to win down there. We hit our parlay. Just drop it over there. Thank you. Win our parlay. So the next level is going to be here. Bring that back. So we level up on the parlay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did it right. Ah, man, we can't catch the run. We can't catch the run. It's okay. It's okay. We are gonna catch one. We saw it earlier. The four wins in a row. How streaky this don't can be. Let's get this damn thing. 3, 3, 6. Oh boy, look at us going down in flames. Down $100. All this losing, we're down $100. That's why we say the math. Oh, another 7. How many come out 7s have we endured here in this little series? These mathematical plays like this one. That's why the house edge is so low on these things, because you're going to lose a little bit here, but you're going to make it back enough, right, to make it even. I think you have to attack these math plays aggressively. I think the only way to make money on the come, pass line, don't pass with odds, whatever, is to really hammer the streak. You've got to go after it. the color up Molly that I showed you earlier, this play in here. Right now we're getting destroyed, but we're staying with single units. We're not going to go ladder up, right? We're going to be down $125 here in a minute. But if we catch the streak, look at this, another come out 7. Holy, or was that a point? I forget now. I think we're coming out. Another loss. But once you catch a little run here, all that comes right back. And I think when the run happens, you got to be aggressive on that thing. Otherwise, the flat betting you'll never make any money. 4. Straight flat betting. There's a 9. It's just like same bet in the box. You gotta, I think, press those wins. There's the 7, finally. Okay, we're gonna get paid, parlay it up. Puck will be off. Let's survive the frickin' come out, please. Thank you. 9. 6. I need one more. Come on. Where is my 7? There's a 10. There's a 5. Boy, a good little right side run here. Right side been on a little bit of a hot streak. Since that first demonstration, the right side's been crushing it. 4. Every box number hitting once at least, right? There's the 5, creeping up. Patience, patience. There's the 10. Come on. Another 10. I want this 4-run streak to happen so we can get our money back and to show you how it can possibly work. There's the 7. All right, so we hit the parlay. Yay. Now we stay at new levels 2. We stay at 2. Coming out. Right back to the 9. Give me a quick 7 here. Let's get a quick 7. Quick 7. Come on. 8. 10. Boy, the 10's been rolling. There's a 5-5. That 10's been rolling. 9. Oh man, we lost it. That's a bummer. We didn't get the second level to hit, but because we had a parlay win, right? We recovered one of our previous losses and we're back. Okay. Midnight. Yikes. Midnight. Back to back. Back to back midnights. 6. I keep rolling the dice with my stick. I'm sorry. 4. We'll make this our last shooter. We may or may not get the streak we need, but we are coming up against top of the hour here. So there's an 8. There's a 3. Come on now. Come on, there she is. You know she's coming. Fat Debbie comes to play. It's a win. Parlay the win. Aces on the come out. That's beautiful. Stack that. New base bet is level 2. We give it right back. Freaking 7. How many times does that happen? You get that nice win and then you got to throw it away on the next one. Come on, shooter. Hook us up. Ah, man. That would have been great the last time, right? There's our win. Stack it. Come on. 5, 3, 8. Okay, we're on a crap point. There we go. 8. Let's win that parlay. Let's win that parlay. Come on. 4. 6. 3, 3. 4 again. I love rolling a million times in a row. This is I should be logging these rolls actually, but 5, 5, 5. Excuse me. 10. Look at the right side. Juice right now. Boy, come better. I should have been doing the come betting aggressively right now, right? There's our 3. Horn. See a horn? Hop the reds. See a horn? Hop the reds. Hard 10. See horn bet a field. There's the 8. Damn it, we didn't get it. All right, that's fine. It's fine. All that, right? Here's $75. We're down 125. We gave it a great run though, right? I think the first streak that we got in the dark side, boom, right? Make money out of Dodge. didn't quite get it to keep going, but it is what it is, right? Let's turn that off. Let's go here. Let's go back to here. And actually, I'm going to go here. Let's go here and recap. What do we have? What do we have to talk about? I want to make sure I cover any final questions that y'all have and see that I have anything. Questions for me? Any questions? Q. Let's see. Put my glasses on here. Do I think qualifying can be replaced by trend betting? Oh, that's a question for JR. But I'll answer that question too. Qualifying shooters makes no sense. I don't believe in qualifying shooters, and I'll tell you why. We're random shooters. Here's the question for you, and let's put this back up. Do you believe in dice control? That's the question. This is the ultimate question, the ultimate answer, whatever. Do you believe in dice control? Yes or no? If you believe in dice control or dice influence, and you see somebody who's got an influenced style throw, they're doing par, they're doing the chopper, they're trying to throw well, I qualify that shooter. I want to see if that guy is as good as he thinks he is, right? Most guys who throw the par suck. 9 times out of 10, they can't freaking do it. And they're 7 machines. So yeah, you qualify those guys, right? You watch Alfredo or George or these guys here, qualify them. Make sure that they're on that day. Make sure they're in their zone. Then I would bet. A person who's hucking and chucking, what are you qualifying? Qualifying that they can throw it hard? I mean, that person can't be quote unquote good at dice. They're going to be lucky. There's no qualifying luck. Right? Qualify a guy who thinks he has skill. That's what I would do. So there's my answer to that question. And I know it wasn't meant for me, but I want to throw it out there for sure. Let's see. Question from Thomas Gregory. How do I email you? You email me, john@procraps.net is my email address. john@procraps.net. Super easy to get to. You can also jump in Discord, and you can always direct message me in Discord. That's the best way to get to me. I'm a little slow on emails. I've got hundreds of them that I'm wading through. Plus I have a day job. So if I take too long to get to, I am sorry. PCs, anybody who's giving me a direct message here, skill and luck. He says, having the advantage for one roll on the pass line can be overrated because it gets that, and it's a contract bet. And you're right. You're right. But here's what I've done. And I think you've seen me do this before, Skill. I've done the win craps where I've done the flat $10 come bet with $10 in odds versus a $20 bet, right? 20-ish dollars, depending on the number, and trying to make those equivalents. And over the course of time, guess what wins? The come bet with the odds wins, right? Over time, a straight up, let's say $30 six versus a $10 come bet with $20 in odds. The come bet with odds wins every time. Why? Because those come out 7s and 11s are more strong than you think they are. And I'm telling you, when I do this trial, I always get surprised. I'm like, wow, I don't expect that to be the case because your brain can't process the fact that you got to win twice to make money on it, and the contract bet sucks. But over the course of millions of rolls, that actually wins more money than the straight up bet of the same amount, because that come bet 7 and that come bet 11 are so much stronger than you think they are. They come so frequently. It kind of surprises you over time how much that impact is. And that's why I emphasize it in the shows. I emphasize the power of that bet because it is a one roll thing, but boy, oh boy, that thing is powerful. When you see it in the course of time, the number of wins you get on that is ridiculous. It's shocking when you watch it over time. And that's why I think those bets, although I make fun of them sometimes because I make fun of come bettors and pass line bettors because they're so dogmatic. They kind of drive me nuts. The betting style is fine, but like, remember PJ Strong, like these guys and Victor sometimes, it drives me crazy how dogmatic come bettors and place bettors are. And it's like, I don't care how good the bet is, you're pissing me off. Like that's kind of what I come to sometimes, but those bets are freaking strong. They are really, really strong. And you'd be shocked if you just played that way, how much money you'd make. Especially if you do what I did today. You do that little stack, the stack and rack on a longer roll, boom. When I put, and I will do this, I'll take the 2-point Molly and I'll put that up against my 60 roller from last week and do that progression. And let's compare that to the half presser. And you'll be surprised how well it does. You'll be really surprised. Duracell, betting more to win less on the dark side is exactly the same as betting inside across. 100% right. Matter of fact, I was talking to PJ Strong yesterday about this. His famous quote, and I love this quote, is betting across is like picking up nickels in front of a steamroller. And it's true. What he's really saying is what you just said. The across better is laying the 7. You're laying 160 to win 35. That's what you're basically doing. You're saying on a one outcome resolution, I'm laying 160 to win 35. You're laying the 7. That's what that really is. No different at all than doing a big lay bet. No different at all. The difference is on the place bets, eventually those nickels, if you're pressing properly, become quarters, and the quarters become blacks. And you stop picking up nickels and you start racking black chips on your own steam. So there's that. Let's see. Betting, yeah, you're right. Today I only demonstrated the one bet. I wanted to do streak betting on the one bet just to show the pass line or the don't pass line streak. If you're going to go don't pass, don't come, right? And that's all you're going to do. It's not bad to go like whatever, $50 on the don't pass, 25 on the don't come. That way the 7 is a winner for you and you still get pretty good action up top. So that's a pretty good way. I have not yet done the baccarat with odds on both sides. However, I do have a strategy. I can show it to you really quick called I call it the offensive line, which I think you've seen, right? You've seen the line strategy, the O-line strategy, where I basically do this. We can do a really quick run because I want you to see this. I'll roll them up here. Let's just do a pass line bet that goes to the 8, and we'll take 2x odds on that. And my next bet is going to be a 1 unit don't come. Let's see where it goes. It goes to the 9, and I'll take single odds on that. We'll go $30 in odds, and that's what I do, right? So this way here says let's go with a pass line first. If it's a good number, big odds. If it's a shitty number, no odds, like that. Don't come. If it's a good number or an okay number, we take progressive odds here. And I've never done the full baccarat though, which like, hey, when one of these two bets wins, the next time out, both bets go there, which would be kind of cool, right? Imagine if the 8 won, okay? The next time come through, I would do a pass line and a come bet instead of a pass line and a don't come. Let them declare themselves. That's actually a pretty cool way of thinking about it, Waylon. You should try that, actually. I think that's kind of a neat idea, I think. I like that. I like that a lot. Getting the levels right will be kind of interesting. So, yeah. Michael says the power of the dolly ladder, which I've been doing in the garage every day, is having 2 don'ts, and there's no fear. There's no fear after that, unless you're like me and you're throwing repeaters. Today I threw 6 6s and 2 5s in one roll, and I knocked myself out for 3K, which was kind of a bummer. So that happens, but there it is. There's all the PCs. There's all the questions. And yeah, my final thoughts for this morning at 9:07. I'm late for work. Actually, I'm not, because I'm starting my afternoon schedule. I will go back out to the garage today. I will finish up the roll. We're going to go finish the roll for sure. I have 3,500 in the bank. Our bet levels of 500. We're going to go finish out the Dolly Ladderson and let that roll go to 0 or go to $500. And then I'll probably switch out the strategy for the rest. I'm gonna go Vitamix, I think, later on. We'll see. I'm not loving. I really don't like what I'm playing in the morning right now. I'm not behind the strategy. I like the clean Ladderson better than what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep going because I kind of have to, but not loving it. Not loving it. Anyway, final thoughts besides that is this. Remember, be in tune with your goals, your personality type, and your bankroll. Make sure you're playing at the right table for your bankroll, and match up your play style to your brain. Match it all together. Know when to walk, know when to run. I don't know how the song goes, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Have a good time at the tables, but make sure you're in tune with all of it. Connect all 3 dots. That's it, guys. I'm out of here. 9:10. Sorry for being so long. I don't know if Chris is going live today, but I'm gonna bow out and see you all in a little while. I'll go back out there and finish that roll sometime around lunch, my time probably, and then Yeah, maybe I'll see it for practice tonight. I think I'm going to be on. Alfredo asked me to be a guest shooter on his show, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that tonight or tomorrow night. But I told him that I would, and have some fun throwing the dice for somebody else. So in the meantime, y'all have a good rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you later. Thanks again for being here. Love y'all. Take care and God bless. Bye.